Hey kids, how would you like to own your very own deep space Star Destroyer? Fly through the galaxy and save the colonies under attack, or kidnap the princess in exchange for all of her planet's breathable air. Need help letting the natives know who's in charge? The Deep Space Star Destroyer comes in 6 different colors, so you and your pals can cut off their supplies indefinitely. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's the Deep Space Star Destroyer. Fusion power supply and modification sold separately. Please ask your parents' permission before purchasing ARCs.
Abandon your prejudices. This is not simply a hole, thruster and guns. It is a blank canvas, a medium to create a formidable piece of art, a project to lead us into the next galactic age of dominance. And the name of this bold new project will be Corvette.
Hey, you. The Corvette, a flying combat cheat code from the infamous engineers and assembly line workers at Core Dynamics. Made to be the big bully on the block, this galactic titan's sole purpose is to crush resistance like the Borg with Locutus at the helm. Corvette flies in the middle of the big 3 for speed and cargo, but is combat dedicated and more agile. Only the Federation's finest can sit in the big boy chair of this stadium-sized war factory. So go out there and get your Federation medals up until you graduate from shrimp boat captain to rear admiral of a 7-nation army crushing galactic reaper. Never leave your shipyard door closed, cause the vet will shake all the loose change out of your Lacon ship's pockets and do the horizontal mambo with your Gudamaya with the curtains wide open. Take it out for a shakedown flight because growth is measured with results from before and after. But no commander is an island. Palin, Blaster, Farseer, the Dweller, Chung, Jean, Tani, Vaterman, Tarquin, Turner. This is the gathering of the minds needed for the Corvette to realize humanity's ambition to destroy itself. Your fresh new vet maxes his boost at 260 meters per second out of the box. So drop kick that Class D thruster out of its bay and pay to play with Class A. Cause if you wanna boost yourself into advantageous positions, you need top-notch tools and the best training materials can buy. Now your thrusters got some locomotion in the anaerobic ocean. But you're not here to win races and influence people. Corvette got Megatron ambitions to punish and destroy whenever the block is hot. The Mayans' prophecy was misinterpreted as the year 2012 apocalypse instead of the 2012 mats gathered to build this floating extinction level event. Your girl is a lie, cause size does matter and Corvette is the only ship mustling 2 huge hard points to the fight, so put them to use. Visit head chef Tarquin so he can season them up with hot beam love. Big chief efficient beaming beast. Have your opponent screaming like, when you drop their shields and perforate their hole like an acupuncturist with the shakes. 2 smalls, 2 mediums, and a large multi-cannon combo meal is enough to feed the kids before you put them to bed in the conflict zone with the story of the 5 multi-cannons who could. Add a corrosive multi and target their thrusters to keep your enemies close. Lighten the load on life support and sensors so you can turn just a bit quicker to pick the fleas off your armor. Speaking of armor, we don't rock stock here, Playboy. Nothing but reactive surface composites and heavy-duty plating on your 188 million credit hold to protect your investment. And hey, those military slots aren't there to look pretty, Private Pile. Fill them to the brim with hull reinforcement. Before you leave the station to start flexing. I forgot. Lottie-dottie, SLFs like the party. They don't cause trouble, they don't bother nobody. Wrong. Throw in some bays, fighters, and a subcontractor to wreck shop in. Now that you taught the rabble to put some respect on your name, you can head home to relax and stack some credits. Hope it's a short trip though, cause the vet ain't winning no long jumping contest. But you got 618 tons of cargo space to play with. So go do some trading or bring in them sweet, sweet void opals and painite. Just kidding. You know what this ship is for. The Federal Dagger is the closest Core Dynamics could get to mounting a stick and throttle on a solar eruption. Suit up and make your way to elite combat status from the Bridge of the Plague. Doesn't matter how you get the pot of gold, Commander, long as you beat the leprechaun. And you'll bludgeon the leprechaun to death when you sit in the CZ with your quick recharge bi-weaves beating the brakes off everything within reach. For the commander that desires to see the world burn, saddle up on this dark horse and put a hoof through your enemies' holes and skulls. Big supreme shout out to the fam de la dig that. I really appreciate your support via Patreon. 7-up salute to Commander Blackout, to Diedrichs, to the Mother, to Buster Boy, to Anthony Jackson, to Guillotine Girl, to SM, to Generalissimo Ratman, and to Commander Dr. Digital. Thanks to all of the fam. My name is Dig That, and that's my time. Fly dirty, Commanders.